Yeah. Yo, the roller is so smooth, bro. Look at. Yo, what's up, guys? Today we have a different type of video. It's still going to be a compilation of some funny clips and some chases, but there's going to be a little bit more of a theme to it. In today's theme, we're going to be playing on dual input. So I'm going to give you guys the breakdown of some settings used for dual input, my personal setup, whether it's actually worth it to use dual input, and then also some clips and chases of me playing on dual input. There's going to be full timestamps, so if you don't really care about any of the information about the setup or that kind of stuff, you can skip around to the video to whatever you would like to watch. And without further ado, we're going to get right into it. So you might be wondering, what exactly is dual input? And basically dual input is using a mouse and half of a controller, or technically it's just any two different input devices, but half controller and half mouse is the most common one. This has been in the game for a long time actually, but it wasn't really worth using dual input because the game wasn't optimized to handle you playing on controller and mouse at the same time, so the game would like have really bad frame drops and be very laggy. But recently in the new Walking Dead update, DBD did add mouse and keyboard support to console, and I think when they added this, they also somewhat optimized the controller and mouse inputs like when combined, because console players will probably still have their controller plugged in when they're playing on mouse and keyboard, etc. Whatever the reason may be, the frame drops when you play mouse and keyboard with, or mouse with controller, are basically non-existent anymore. There's still a few little cons that I'll get into later into this section, but yeah, see, it is basically possible to play with half a controller and half a mouse, or I'm pretty sure any two other inputs. I'm not exactly sure, but there's no more frame drops after the new update. And you might be thinking, well, what is the point of playing like this? Well, I mean, obviously, just the first point is that it can be more fun, after playing the game for such a long time. Normally, like sometimes you just want to try some stuff out, but there is actually a little bit of an advantage to this, and I'm gonna go and explain why. So if you didn't know, playing controller on Survivor is technically a little bit better for looping. Because if you're playing on a mouse and keyboard, there's only 8 directional inputs, right? You have W, A, or W, D, S, and A, right? And then you have the combination W and D, W and S, all these different combos here, and it's only 8 directions, right? I can't move somewhere between W and D. Like, say I wanted to press W and E, I can only go in this direction, if that makes sense. So your movement is limited to like a certain axis. But the controller, the movement is fully rotational here. I can go in any like direction I want. So this means that if I'm looping like something that's like kind of weirdly shapen, it's a little bit easier. You can hug loops much cleaner because your movement is more smooth and much more precise. Whereas if I try to do this on keyboard, I have to move my mouse constantly, and it's harder to make sure that it's fully straight. The other positive of playing on a controller is that you can look behind you without having to press multiple inputs. So for example, if I try to look behind me by just simply rotating my camera like how I would standing still, you'll see that my character, it just turns around. It doesn't continue to look straight. So I can't look behind me and see where the killer is. So to fix this, what you have to do is you have to use multiple inputs. So if you're looking at my keyboard now, I'm holding W to look behind me. I have to press S or D for a split second so that my character continues running in the same direction. And this actually does lose you just a small amount of distance, a tiny bit amount of distance. Whereas on controller, when I look behind me, because the input is constant and there's no changing in direction, like I don't have to lift my fingers off of the controller to change, I can look behind me and lose basically no distance at all. So those are the two benefits of playing on just a normal controller in DBD, and really the only downside of playing on a controller in DBD is sometimes the bindings can be weird, and also the camera movement is a little bit less accurate than playing with a mouse because obviously you don't have as much control. And that's where dual input comes in, because now I get the controller movement with the left stick, which allows me to hug better. I can hug the loop tighter, but I get the added camera movement from a mouse, and I can still look behind me while just holding, by going straight, or not losing distance, sorry. But I can look behind me without losing any distance. So this actually is technically somewhat a little bit more optimal to loop. I'm not really sure if people will actually play like this, but I've played like this even before when it was buggy, and I'm still playing like this a little bit now for fun mostly, but it's honestly pretty good. I've been enjoying it. So now that I've explained to you why you might want to play on dual input in the first place, let's go over my personal keybinds that I use to make playing like this, to me at least, feel pretty nice. I actually play with my right click, my M2, as my sprint key, and I play like this no matter what, even if I'm playing just normally on my keyboard. Basically, I just didn't really like having to hold either control or shift with my pinky. I came from console and I wasn't really used to it, so I just swapped my sprint to M2, and I found that it's actually much more comfortable for me. I know a lot of people think that's weird, but... So yes, I use M2 to sprint, I have obviously M1 to do gens, and then I use my left trigger to do actions like vaulting, dropping pallets, that sort of stuff. I have LB as crouch, I have this D-pad button to drop items, and I have my first mouse button here. This is for using items like a flashlight, and then this is my action key, like for dead hard and that sort of thing. And I do also have I have this controller that has buttons on the back, so I have this button bound to my skill check, just so that I can do a gen without using one of my important keybinds. And this is going to bring me to the next point of my actual physical setup. So my mouse is just a glorious Model D-. I've had this thing forever. I just got a new mouse. The controller is really where it gets interesting because, as I mentioned, it has the back buttons. So if I normally play it just on a controller by itself, I use this back button to actions like heal, do generators, and then I have this as skill check. So I don't have to, do the console tech of trying to heal somebody on the pallet and dropping it. And where I got this controller is actually off of the TikTok shop. I'll link my personal account. It has it linked in the TikTok shop there. So if you are interested in looking for a controller, I definitely recommend it. The buttons were very easy to program. You can still use the Control Freaks here. I have a Control Freak. You just need to buy the PS5 version of the Control Freak. But yes, it also has trigger blockers, or I'm not sure exactly what these are called, but it's little adjustments here that make the trigger. See, I'm pressing it all the way down, and then here it kind of blocks the trigger so it clicks faster. So I use this as well. I really do enjoy this controller. I think it was around 40 bucks maybe. And if you are looking for a controller and you want to help me out a little bit, you can purchase it off of the TikTok shop, and I get a small commission, so I would really appreciate that. And yeah, if you are interested, my keyboard is a Wu-Ting, and then my mousepad is an Artisan mousepad. But like I said, you could play this on whatever you got, basically. I mean, it's not very complicated. So I think that should be everything regarding my settings and the setup. If you have any questions, you feel free to join my Discord server and let me know, or come to my Twitch streams. I'll be playing like this pretty frequently, honestly. It's kind of fun. So now I think I'm going to do a final breakdown of just the pros and cons and the definite answer of should you play like this. So for the pros, we got, first of all, it's fun. You're learning something new. You're learning how to play the game in a different way. It's a challenge, definitely, when you first get started. So if you're just bored of playing Survivor, especially, I would definitely try it out. And secondly, I mean, it's worth a shot, man. Honestly, I've been really liking playing like this. It feels really smooth. The movement is really nice, and the camera, like being able to move the camera with the mouse, is super nice. So I think that if you're trying to either try something new or try to take your gameplay up like just one single notch, just level it up a little bit, it's definitely worth a shot. But now for the cons, we got, I mean, obviously it's kind of weird to play like this. Like, figuring out the keybinds and getting used to it is definitely complicated. And it is still a little bit buggy, I've noticed, specifically with items like a firecracker or a flashbang, and also unhooking. Just actions where it's like if you're pressing a singular action while moving, if that makes sense. Like, for example, like a flashlight, there's not really any problem because I'm holding the M4 button while also playing on the controller. But sometimes the game will like favor one input. So if I'm moving on the controller and I'm trying to press just one button on the mouse, like to drop a firecracker or to unhook, it kind of stutters a little bit. And the way you can get around this is to just not stop moving, but, you know, kind of time when you're gonna drop the flashbang or unhook, and try not to touch your controller as much during that time period, so that the game knows that you're trying to use the input of the mouse and not the controller. I'm not really sure if that made sense. Hopefully you understand what I'm saying. If you look in a lot of the gameplays, like at the bottom of the screen where I have like a firecracker enabled, you'll see that the prompt is kind of like glitching out. Like it says like drop firecracker, and then it shows the mouse keybind and also the controller keybind like changing rapidly. So that's what I'm talking about. Honestly, it's not very noticeable at all. I think I've only noticed it like once. But that is definitely the one, I guess, like still stutter or issue that is still around after the update. Sorry, this was a very long explanation and settings and stuff, but a lot of people have been asking me. Without further ado, this is going to be time for the clips, the chases, and the gameplay. These are all taken live from my Twitch stream, so if you do end up liking it, please make sure you're not only subscribed with the notifications enabled to see my posts, but you also follow me on Twitch. I'm trying to get a more consistent schedule, and I'm also going to start using my face cam pretty soon, so there's going to be a lot of fun things coming around on there you don't want to miss out on. And I hope you enjoy the rest of the video. Thank you so much for watching. Stays alive? Oh, wait, that's crazy. Oh my god, the killer's here. Guys? Oh my god, that shit would have been so funny, bro. Wow, I might be losing. Yo, bro, leave me alone, man. Fuck off. Okay. Oh my god. Ed, serious, bro? No way, twin. Buddy, I can see you. No way, that was like the best plan you cooked up during that. Yo, please die faster, bro. Yeah, she's pulling out of lockers fast too. I think it's the ghoul perk. Nah, fuck that. Not your homeboys to you, bruh. What are you, gay? Jerking off to another dude? You gotta jerk off to yourself, bro. That's some real shit. He's on me. CJ and Big 2-5? Oh. Oh, and he's fat as shit. My fault. Maybe. Nope. Just getting sure. What the fuck? Hey, yeah. What the fuck? I was hitting that shit though. Don't even lie, I was hitting that shit. Yeah, buddy? Who you feeling like? I'm feeling like the goat. Yo. I'm feeling like Violet Myers getting fucking BBC, bro. That's what I'm feeling like. Crouch, wait, chill. What the fuck? What is happening, bro? Look, he doesn't even like, he just throws. Yo, this is some brain rot, bro. Holy fuck. Jiggy? Fuck you, bro. Uh-oh, boys. Did they change this main, or am I, like, stupid? Oh, I'm stupid, okay. He has to reload. Oh my god, he's fast as balls! Yo, I'm not making that shit. Oh! No way we're reloading on this pallet. Are we dead serious, bro? Fuck you. I'm gonna get hit for it. It's fine, I guess. Yo, who just fucking vaped? I can't see anything, bro. Dude, just ripping the cart like during my chase, bro. Yo, I didn't see him at all, bro. Okay, I did not mean to fucking drop that. That's not a great start, guys. He didn't break it, though, for some reason, so I guess it's fine. Oh my god. Nah, that's some crazy work right there. Oh, that's actually unlucky, bro. 99% sure that was brutal. Yeah, that's a good hit for him. Just lose LOS here. Oh my god, this guy's fucking doing geometry and shit. Yo, I'm the greatest, bro. Playing 4 lane on 160? Ooh! Okay, this guy's fucking Lebanon James, bro. Yep, no building, no spells, no friends, no family, no hoes. Oh, he has Tesla, I forgot. Oh, bro's executioner quit. Oh my god. Yo, this guy's fat, bro. You can't do it? But why? The fuck are you swinging at? Oh! Oh, she ran out of that shit. Dumbass. Medium vault. Medium vault menace. Sniper, bro, sniper!
What type of survivor is this? This is female Thelina. What type of Simon is this?
My god, the latest BBL got like stuck on that shit, bro. This guy's bloodlusting this. Yeah, this is buildable. Oh my god, bro. That's crazy. This. I'm honestly, I make more money off like my Depop than like content creation, but are you gonna get a manufactured product? What do you mean? You're gonna make them when they get ordered? No, I'm gonna get a factory, bro. Hit and top player? Oh, that might be a little bit generous. Wait, I have this one, right? Oh, I don't have that one. It's okay, he thought I had that one too. It was a mind game. That was a sell. Why don't you become a fanboy? It's like selling my soul, you know? Oh, he's fat as shit. That's a bad uncloak though. Do a little bit of sending it. And wear cloaks as the model. Yo, the roller is so smooth, bro. Look at this. You can't tell me that shit not clean as shit.
Oh yeah.
Yo, 200 hundreds. Thank you for the follow, bro. Hope you're doing good. Did I drop that God Rock, guys? I totally forgot. Oh, that's unlucky. Was a millionaire off Twitch? Oh, I barely make anything off Twitch, bro. Expensive ass setup. That was from TikTok. And like, yeah, I don't know. I just like been upgrading for a long time, to be fair. I'm just trying to rage bait. That's Brezzy. So is this dropped or no? Well, I mean, did he break it? I imagine he broke it, right? Fuck. I should have just faked it from the start.